So let's configure again the ontology widget with a better example. So we can select, we look for the foundational model of anatomy and select this ontology, and we can also remove, so we can have more than once. We can decide to browse, and let's look at anatomical entities. As you can see, we can browse the entire hierarchy from within the tool, and maybe we won't just want to have the body substances available. So we can select this top level class here, confirm the selection, and as you can see here, we indicate that we will only browse the foundational model of anatomy of ontology and under only the body substance branch. And again, we can set the behavior to be required or occur more than once. So this is for adding a particular characteristics, but if you were to add a parameter, the process would be exactly similar, only that you would select the parameter value. But maybe just to show an example, we would have to temperature, say a numerical value here, and we can add it. So again, we can move it. We will move it just right after the protocol, because this is a constraint of the ISA syntax. Parameter value occurring, columns occurring outside this framework will trigger a validation error. We provide a description again as contextual help. We expect possibly a double. This is a remainder of the previous field, but it will not be saved. What we need to add as well is a predefined field of type unit. This is again added at the bottom of the stack, and we can place it next to the parameter unit. By default, it's an ontology unit, and it will be configured as such. Add, and we confirm the selection. That's it. Now, we need to explain why we have the structural field with characteristics and factor, and field where custom field also have characteristic and factors, which might be a bit confusing. So the main difference between the two things is structural field means that by default, as you can see, the characteristics and factor have been added and are present in that table. But when you create a table from scratch, adding those two fields as structural field means that any configuration you will be able used in ISAconfigurator, you will be able to add natively from within the tool fields at runtime, such as characteristics and factors. Now, if you were to make and to enforce, say that a factor value of type compound be reported in every study, then you would declare as a custom field, just to make sure that every time the configuration is used, this factor is declared. It gives you a better control and also better consistency across the different experiments that people will be sending to you using the configuration you have devised for them. So typically we would have, in that case, we would like to provide dose and also possibly a duration of exposure. And we would declare those as factors. In so doing, there would be